Julie Gunlock of the Independent Women's Forum is with us on the program right now. Julie, do you feel safer today?
I don't think so.
No?
No.
Have you heard did you? I should ask, I suppose, did you hear the news about...
I heard it. I don't know the details.
So basically, Virginia has recognized right to carry permits from 30 other states. And the Attorney General, Mark Carrion, said, nah, we're going to deny recognition of 25 of those concealed carry licenses. So only 5 states now will Virginia recognize and have reciprocity. So
unbelievable.
If you're a Pennsylvanian, as of February the 1st, you're a concealed carry holder, your permit's not valid in Virginia.
Yeah, so we're gonna have the same situation as that mom who had a gun in her trunk. Is this correct? Do I have this right? And she was arrested. She told the police officer that she had the gun in her trunk. We're gonna have more situations like this. Didn't she get hauled off to jail for a while?
Oh, in New Jersey.
Yeah, New Jersey.
Shanine Allen. We very well might. Now, Shanine did not have that in the trunk of her car. She had that actually in the passenger compartment.
Okay.
It wouldn't have mattered, quite frankly, because she was a Pennsylvania permit holder. She thought that her license was valid in New Jersey. It's not. And, she was facing 7 years behind bars in the state of New Jersey. Now, I don't believe that the penalties would be 7 years in prison if you were a Pennsylvania concealed carry holder and you drove into Virginia, but you would be violating the law. You would be in illegal possession of a firearm in the state of Virginia, unless, Julie, are you ready for this? Unless you're openly carrying that firearm, because open carry is legal in Virginia, not just for Virginia residents. So, practically speaking, I'm still at a loss as to what this actually does, other than make life a little bit harder for concealed carry holders. And if they really want to carry, they're going to have to carry openly if they visit the state of Virginia.
Yeah, well, now politicians get to say, we did something. See, we did something. I mean, it doesn't work. It doesn't really help anyone. It actually makes people less safe, but we did something.
Look, we've got that. It's an actual hashtag now, Julie. Hashtag do something.
Right, I know.
Right? Not
do anything. It doesn't matter if it works. Just do something.
Not do something that... Exactly. Not do something that works. Not do something that's effective. Just do something. Yeah. Senator Mark Obenshain in Virginia released a statement about this as well. He said these permit holders are not the people committing gun crimes in Virginia. They're the people who go to the trouble to get permits to comply with the law. It really is amazing. He also said in his announcement, the Attorney General has not pointed to a single crime committed by an out-of-state concealed carry holder legally carried in Virginia under this reciprocity agreement. Indeed, he says, and this is, I think, new information, indeed, the state police concede that they are not aware of any either. So the state police signing off on the recommendations by the Attorney General, despite the fact that, again, they can't point to a single crime being committed by a concealed carry holder from outside of the state of Virginia.
Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable.
It is what it is, I guess, but it is kind of fascinating. I had asked that question earlier, how many crimes were committed, and apparently the answer is 0, or at least 0 to the best of the knowledge of the Virginia State Police. But I expect, Julie, that we're going to see more of this in the new year. The efforts by the executive branch in the state of Virginia to go after gun rights however they can, because the legislative route doesn't look to be possible for them in Virginia.
Right. Yeah, definitely we're going to see more of this. I mean, the Obama administration and Terry McAuliffe, I mean, they're all buddies. They're going to do whatever they can while Obama's still in office.
Do you think we'll see more nanny state regulations additionally, Julie?
Absolutely.
War on soda, war on Pop-Tarts?
This is going to be, the sort of a crazy rush to the, to the end here, and we're going to see a number of things coming out of Washington in his last several months. Can't get here soon enough for those who care about small government, but yeah, he's going to be. I mean, we've seen thousands of new regulations coming out just in the last couple months from the EPA. It's harder and harder in this country to do business. It's harder and harder to hire people, and we're going to have even more of this before it's over.
All right, so we talk with you on a fairly regular basis about the culture of alarmism, that phrase that you coined that describes the full-fledged media freak out on everything, right? And it can be the firearms that you can own in this country to the soda that you can buy at the grocery store. So let me ask you, you got a piece of the Federalist right now. This is my favorite Christmas headline so far, Julie. All I want for Christmas is a safe Chipotle burrito.
That's all I want.
Are you not engaged in a bit of culture of alarmism here, or?
Hey, now. Hey. No. Now, listen, the important thing about the culture of alarmism is that we point out that there are actually things to be afraid of. There are important things to be aware of, and what's so dangerous is that these sort of food hysterics and many of the alarmists who promote this idea that we should be afraid of everything, they distract from the real things you should be afraid of. I mean, they say that there's all these environmental toxins that are causing cancer. Okay, meanwhile, they're totally silent about the fact that people, there's a lot of people are overweight in this country. Many people drink too much. Many people don't get even a moderate amount of exercise. They may continue to smoke. These are the things that cause cancer. Okay, so you can think that by avoiding, canned soup because it might have BPA in it, you might be reduced. But, then if you're going to go eat, a whole pizza and, to have a 6-pack of beer, I mean, the point is that you should really focus on things that actually reduce your risk of cancer and not concentrate on kind of this nonsense that's out there. And so I wrote this piece about what's going on at Chipotle. Now, what is going on at Chipotle, these outbreaks of foodborne illness, listen, pathogens and bacteria are actual killers, okay? Chipotle likes to say that GMOs are the killers and likes to say that, or conventionally grown produce is really dangerous. What's really dangerous is not cleaning your shop and giving people food that's contaminated. So, the point of my article was to say that Chipotle has really got to get control and really has to start to, focus on what's important, and that is providing people with safe food. Safety is number one, and they are distracted by all this sort of alarmist all this alarmist marketing they do, saying that, GMOs are bad for you, and, we buy organic and locally produced and all of this stuff. I mean, it's fine if they want to do that, but they also have to make sure that those ingredients are safe, and unfortunately, they're not doing that.
Are you a big? I have to confess, I've seen my Twitter feed is just full of people saying, "Oh, Chipotle, I'll never eat a Chipotle again," or "I can't believe this."
Yeah.
I never really got into Chipotle, so I'm not impacted by this personally.
I'm a District Taco fan myself. That's a local chain, but I'm a big District Taco fan, and I have stopped eating Chipotle since. Look, Chipotle for years has been. They released a video showing, basically slamming the American farming industry. Look, 97% of corporate farms in America are owned by families, okay? So this whole narrative that corporate farms are bad, corporate farms are generally family-owned farms. And so Chipotle has been slamming farms and farming in America and farmers who use certain tools like pesticides and herbicides and GMOs. And I'm tired of it. So I haven't had a Chipotle burrito in a long time, and I don't appreciate their how they treat farmers in this country, and their sort of smug food snobbery really isn't my style. But now it turns out that they're also not really taking very good care of their customers. So I have to say, for all we serve food with integrity, that's their whole big thing, suggesting that restaurants that don't use, non-GMO ingredients or organic ingredients are, those restaurants don't have integrity. So it's kind of interesting watching them flail around like this when they've committed the ultimate sin. They've made their customers sick.
Talking with Julie Gunlock of the Independent Women's Forum. Listen, if you want some food snobbery, Julie, just come down to the Farmville studio. I'll get you some pasture-raised pork. All right, some heritage breed bacon. We can get all kinds of food snobby down here.
You guys are the kind of farmers I appreciate. You guys don't demonize the other alternatives, and that's what we should all be supporting. All sorts of farmers farmers can choose how they want to grow food and raise animals, and we should support all sorts of decisions.
My bacon, my business. Julie, listen,
That's
unfortunately,
right.
we've got to run, but thank you very much for coming on the program. Have a very Merry Christmas. Hope your family does have a great Christmas as well, and all the kids are asleep at 8 o'clock on Christmas Eve.
Oh, you're crazy. Well, thank you. They won't be, but you have a great Christmas as well.
I know, and they won't be. They'll go to bed at around, 1 o'clock in the morning and wake up around 2:15, something like that?
That's
how
right.
it usually is
That's
at my
exactly
house. All right. Well, listen, thank you, Julie. We'll talk to you again very soon.
Merry Christmas.